Greetings, YouTube. You are currently staring at a screen that I believe is going to be gone once I hit reconnect. The contest is currently down for scheduled maintenance. Now, the cool thing is they said it was supposed to take up to 3 hours. But we didn't even get to an hour and a half, and it started late. But it really means nothing if Android users are still screwed. It means nothing if Android users still can't play the game. That's really my takeaway. And hey, Mystic Combat, woo! You just never know when you're gonna need the crystals. You never know. Also, that tells me I need to go to Catalyst and claim a max. So here's the deal, YouTube. There was a verbal agreement, a written agreement from Kabam to the player base that you all need to test out right now and get back to me. So I'm going to blacken the screen real quick and switch over to the Line app because so many of you, including my man Dragon Unleashed, messaged me the promise of Kabam Mike's hot fix that came out, now 6-7 hours ago. Due to increased reports of new input issues from summoners on Android devices, we are taking some steps to address how this affects Alliance War seasons as well as other content. We are currently preparing a hot fix to address this issue for Android devices and aim to have this out to all players as early as tomorrow. Because we are moving to address this as quickly as possible, and due to the hard to reproduce nature of the issue and how it's based on feel, which I hate, I hate that because it's not necessarily based on feel. Like, if you tap the screen and the screen doesn't register, that's not a feel, that's an input issue. We cannot be 100% certain it will address the issue in all instances, but are feeling quite confident in the fix we have been testing. We'll be relying on player feedback and data after the release of the hotfix to determine what actions need to be taken. And while we are not canceling the Alliance War season right now, we will be assessing the situation for the 24 hours following the release and will make the call on whether to cancel the season or not shortly after attack phase has commenced. Now, keep in mind, the hotfix is different than the server maintenance ending, right? The hotfix is usually, as it says up here, what you need to download. In fact, here's where it gets kind of interesting, right? Regardless of if the season is canceled or not, so there is a chance it could be. In addition to the rewards for the season, alliances will receive a compensation package based on their Alliance War Seasons tier. You can expect the rewards for the tier you place in to be paid out on the regular payout date with the additional compensation, this is the big one, to follow separately through an in-game message at a later date. Summoners will not have to remain in their current alliance to receive the compensation, but must remain in their alliance for regular Alliance War Season rewards. Now, when I read that, I think two things. One, good move. And two, maybe that means I'll get something. Because if you leave your alliance, but still will get the compensation, that implies that maybe everybody's going to get it. Which, at this point, let's be honest, Apple users like myself, we just got lucky, right? Our performance, for the most part, I know some of you have said you've seen some bugs, but as a whole, we have been far less affected than Android users. I don't think that's controversial. I think that's just what the data says. It's a fact. But at the same time, somebody like my good friend Mama Bear, who's on an Android phone, lost 2 or 3 of her Alliance Quest champs on fight number 1 of day number 1 today, when she's never lost a champ on day 1 in the history of her Alliance Quest, because her taps didn't register and she face blocked straight into death. Twice. So this has gone on long enough, even with the hotfix and even if the server maintenance helps. This has gone on long enough to not just affect Alliance War, but affect Alliance Quest. And while they're hoping that the hotfix, I'm sure, doesn't affect the event quest that's starting up and the side quest that's starting up, you still have additional compensation that's needed for an overall state of the game. So This started as an Alliance War issue because it got hit right when Alliance War dropped, and now it's an overall game issue that I still think Alliance War additional rewards and compensation need to be given out, and I think Kabam agrees with that. And the second part of this message reiterates that in terms of, we're relying on player feedback, okay, blah, blah, blah. You can expect rewards for the tier you place. Okay, so we urge all summoners to update to the hotfix version as soon as it is available. So that's the big thing. You've got to update yourself. You've got to, I'm guessing, go to the Google Play Store, Apple Store, and as normal, refresh it. And hopefully your alliance will spread the word. I'll spread the word. Everybody spread the word. Hey, that new patch is out. Download it. And yeah, you can submit support tickets describing further issues you have or posting in the bugs and known issues. Although we know if you post forum posts, oof, so much, it still feels like the Wild West to me, which still kind of sums up global chat if we're being honest. Thank you all for your patience as we work to address these issues. 16 likes, 7 awesomes. By the way, the insightful agree, disagree, that feels like something that would be on like a floppy disk in 1995. Like, it's very fascinating to me. Okay, well, look, Android players, you're going to have to let me know. You're going to have to let Kabam know, is this going to work? But this is now an overall game issue that's affected Alliance Quest, Alliance War, and any other attempted fight, Arena even, for players. And we are on the precipice of the Blade Arena. 6-star Blade could push 200 million, as most arenas lately already have. So if you have a bunch of Android players that want to go for 6-star Blade and they can't register a parry in even the arena, it's going to be a nightmare. So should be overall rewards. Everybody should get them. And Kabam needs to do the player base right, because next month is supposed to be the month that everything gets fixed. And we were told that in October and November, and it wasn't true. So I'll believe it when I see it. Trust but verify. And right now I don't even trust. So I don't trust, but I will verify. Please send me feedback, Android players, and let me know what you think the compensation should be.